The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. In these recent films, Brad Garlinghouse made a number of points. What he has to say is quite similar to what I have been telling you. The banks are too powerful for you to take on. Dealing with banks is essential. Utility is the topic he discusses in this video. No utility, no value, says digital asset investor. You will not reach the promised land by trading your unpopular opinion for money. People do not pursue green candles. You didn't miss out on XRP, because you were too late, according to Brad. He said that we're still in the early days. Be aware that we still have a ways to go. According to him, signing on more banks will be a direct result of the confidence shown in Ripple following their success in the SEC case. Since they have already gone through that litigation, many institutions will join on with Ripple since they know the SEC would not sue them again. And many have speculated that the new US banking system couldn't have been implemented without first passing Ripple through the SEC. There must have been a reason for the Ripple vs. SEC case to have occurred, and I would agree with that. But you know, the XRP ledger is open source, so you can add meme currencies to it. This is the kind of usefulness that the Hong Kong Monetary Authority and Hex Trust are looking for as they investigate novel applications of digital currency. Along with Hex Trust, Fubon Bank, and the HKMA, Ripple investigated home equity loans and settlement using CBDCs as part of the EHKD pilot program. Since this is the future usage of XRP, you would like to see it happen. It will be securely stored in these countries' liquidity pools. Just so you know, there are 140 organizations participating: the Hong Kong government, the Monetary Authority, and the best of the best go wherever the best of the best go. It seems like Ripple follows the businesses mentioned. Ripple is brought up, and even the projects that the top developers are working on incorporate that technology. New rules governing the purchase and sale of cryptocurrency are now in place, according to the National Bank of Cambodia's Net Technology Department. Group 1 might interact with TravelX and Ripple as business banks. With the MBC's approval, crypto assets can be held, but only if they meet stringent standards for governance and risk management. It is absolutely forbidden to issue or deal with crypto assets that are part of Group 2, which includes unbacked crypto assets, or those that do not have enough stabilization or support. Group 1 crypto assets comprise tokenized traditional assets like bonds and stocks as well as stable coins. In order to trade, transfer, custody, or store these assets, crypto asset service providers need to acquire licenses from the NBC. A lot of nations are starting to implement crypto rules, you know. We are on the cusp of a worldwide crypto regulatory shift, so this will continue to develop and extend throughout 2025. Also, our bank, SBI, is involved with Cambodia and Ripple. You can tell you're involved in the elite's vision of the future by seeing the World Economic Forum and the National Bank of Cambodia on this list. Ripple and BISC are also prominent. If you hold on to XRP for the long haul, you're in for a windfall. Mr. Man breaks AstroPay and reveals a wallet that supports multiple currencies. In your opinion, why? Who, in your opinion, makes it possible to use more than one currency? In 2014, AstroPay teamed up with Ripple. Things that transpired a decade ago are still relevant news for this reason. At this point, you may begin to make out its trajectory. The culmination of the preceding decade's work begins to take shape in 2025. And in the past decade, Ripple has grown at an exponential rate, installing rails in every corner of the globe. Now that Ripple has gone global, XRP, you'll either be the one holding XRP, or you'll be left behind when it launches on all of these rails. Brad Garlinghouse discusses Bitcoin's flaw, its anti-bank and anti-government stance, in his article. Pay attention to his words in this place. To be honest, I've always been concerned that Bitcoin's weakness could lie in its anti-bank and anti-government feeling. I mean, If you adopt that stance, it seems to me that the market opportunity is very constrained. Governments, in my opinion, are here to stay. From my vantage point, banks are here to stay. The concept of working with the legacy infrastructure, which includes government and banks, was immediately appealing to me when a recruiter contacted me years later to introduce me to Ripple. Additionally, I felt like Ripple was making an effort to integrate with the existing system rather than build an entirely new one. Clearly, there are valid points of view on both sides of the issue. I get where you're coming from, but that's exactly what occurred with Bitcoin. Regardless of how quickly you speak with Bitcoin maxes, they will always advise you to put your money into the Freedom Coin. Putting Bitcoin like against the US dollar isn't the way to go when you want something to be embraced. They're always doing it, even though you want to invest in Bitcoin and get away from the US money. Because of this, XRP will have widespread use, and Bitcoin will eventually lose its relevance. My video would not have been seen without you. When you're done, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think.